Anxiety is a fascinating phenomenon. One of the questions we can ask is, why do we worry? Why do we have anxiety? And when parents ask that, or people I work with ask that, I tell them a parable, that it's 10,000 years ago, and we enter a dark cave seeking shelter and are almost eaten by a bear. It would pay for us to worry, to be a little nervous, sometimes to panic if we heard a bear growl, every time we went into a cave. Worry and anxiety developed in our species because it helps us. It gives us an indication that there's danger and perhaps we need to do something about it. Unfortunately, we're not all exactly the same in our nervous systems. And some children come into the world with their nervous system tuned up as if they're in a dark alley in the middle of the night in a bad neighborhood. That is, minor events in their lives lead them to believe that there's danger at hand. Their stomach, their heart, their brain tells them that whatever is happening is dangerous. Getting in an elevator, going to the circus, talking to a peer, asking the teacher for assistance. These ordinary everyday experiences for most children are experienced by children with this hyper-reactive nervous system as dangerous. And even though we tell them it's not, their gut is telling them that it is. And the key to helping children who worry and with anxiety is to first help their parents understand that when the child is fearful of ordering in a restaurant or afraid of going into a party or shy to get up in front of a group of people, that they're not lazy, and pushing them into it is the same as throwing a child who can't swim into the deep water and hoping that maybe they'll survive. So first I educate parents about worry and what it means and its value. So I don't want children to stop worrying. I want them to manage their worry in such a way that it works for them rather than against them. And I help parents and children understand by creating these scales, for example, 1 to 10 of life events. 1, your favorite TV show's not on, and 10, maybe your best friend moves away, and 1 to 10 in how your body feels. And typically people with anxiety will have a 1 experience, their favorite TV show's not on, but their body tells them it's the end of the world, and on their bodily reaction they're a 5 or a 6. And you can imagine what happens when a life event occurs that is a 5, and they experience it as the end of the world, and they have this emotional outburst and they're inconsolable, and you as a parent or educator can't seem to understand what's the big deal. Well, the big deal is their body is telling them it's a big deal, and first step is to teach parents and teachers about that. Second step is to help the child understand that. And one of the things I'll tell you about anxiety is that what you think is a powerful predictor. Sure, there's a biology to it, but schizophrenics don't respond to placebo because their condition is biological. More than 50% of people with anxiety, when given a placebo or a sugar pill, will come back and tell you how much better they are, because anxiety is equally contributed to by your mindset. If you think something is helpful, you muster the intellectual strength to overcome what your body is telling you, and you act different.